Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Head Chef on the way with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. But first, time for a few emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
As we jump right into the birthdays, guys, I want to wish my son Lucas a very happy trip around the sun today. If he could get a Suck It Up cupcake and your penis is too small, it would totally make his day. Keep on rocking, guys. That from Melanie.
So, suck it up, cupcake.
All the shows, I want to give a birthday shout out to my niece Mad Dog, trying to get her on board with you guys. Maybe this will keep her tuned in. Tanner, keep on her about it. I love listening to you guys. Keep on rocking that from Uncle Corey. How about a Wendy Williams fart burp and a happy Chinooka?
Happy Chinooka.
Bitches, I would like to wish my son, Zakiah, pronounced lazy ass, a happy 18th birthday. Could you please have Coach Ted pump him up about getting off his butt and joining the workforce? Thanks, and keep on rocking. That from JT.
All right, look, you might be sitting there thinking, I don't want to go to work. All the old people go to work. But you know what else the old people have? Money. Money's great. You can do stuff. Friday night, you want to go get a pizza? Tell old dad, shove off. You can go get your own pizza. You like shoes? You like tennis shoes? Maybe Air Maxes. You're going to need money. After that, pretty much like you're an adult. So start now, because you're going to be doing it for a while.
Howdy, guys, from Sequim, Washington. My family decided to uproot and relocate here from Abilene, Texas, back in 2016. Friends and confidence I've acquired in this time have absolutely mattered, and my friend Drew adores your show very much, hates birthdays. No one is allowed to gift him anything. But all this upstanding, empathetic, hardworking dude wants is a radio shout-out from the Men's Room. That from a randomly displaced Texan lady. Could you get a penis and a happy Chinooka? Happy birthday, Drew. Guys, today's my fiancée Kelsey's 31st birthday. Could the Dirty Germans talk to her about the best yoga positions for her birthday present tonight? That from Nick in Cedro Woolley.
Yeah, this is a special yoga position. It's called the kneel down with mouth open.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Stretch out good. It gets it's a downward dog and just stays there.
Yeah, downward doggy style.
Yeah, it's happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys, to Jolie. She is 42. Tell her what the German husband is going to do to her over the weekend. Thanks, guys, from Adam.
Yeah, your German husband is going to feed you some German sausage. The skin-on banger.
Yes, yeah. Be careful you don't get too much of the pub mustard all over your face.
Oh, she will.
Yeah. It's stone ground.
Patellas, I wish for y'all to wish my best friend Richard Copeland a happy 43rd birthday with some dirty Germans talking about working in the shipyard. I thank you guys for putting on an awesome show. That from Curtis in Moses Lake.
Yeah, the best thing about the shipyard, obviously, is being around all that seamen.
Yeah, it's anything can happen there. So I call it the magic of the shipyard. That's a drop anchor on you.
All right, guys, here we go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Couple extra emails here. Subject is teacher. What happened with your teacher, guys? In about 99, 2000, I went to Stadium High School in Tacoma. I couldn't do math for nothing. My teacher, Miss Bradley, sat with me for about an hour after school every day for a week until I got it. Most dedicated teacher I've ever had. Still not good at the maths. That from Paul. That is a beautiful high school, by the way, as far as where it's located. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of the...
it's awesome.
The football field there, kind of bowled down in, right on the sound. That's,
and it was the high school featured in, 19 Things I Hate About You?
I just know...
Do I have the right movie?
I don't know, but I just know when I saw a picture of, like, that is a high school?
I think so.
It was filmed there. Heath Ledger was in it.
Okay.
19 Things?
Right?
10 Things I Hate About You.
No, Ted really hates you.
Yeah, jeez, why did I up the
nine
number?
more things? Jeez, Ted.
I hated him.
Only guys, I had a grumpy math teacher who also coached football. He would give us quizzes on Fridays and would grade them on the spot in front of the class as people would hand them in. He'd call out the bad scores. Montesano, 55. He doesn't study. He'd shame us by saying things like, keep it up, you'll end up at Edison making bedposts. Also, you're going to end up sniffing girls' bicycle seats. R.I.P. Mr. Noki from Rochester, New York. Thanks, guys.
Dude, I had a teacher...
From Jerry up there in New York.
I had a teacher that you would have pop quizzes and then you'd hand them back to, like, randomly in the row and like, other classmates would
pass them
correct
back,
them.
yeah.
Well, one guy in my row was a first-team All-American in basketball, and we were friends. So he would just tell the kids in front of us, like, you give this to Ted, and you pass Ted's back.
Oh, really?
Oh, we had a great system.
It had nothing to do with learning.
Yes. Gentlemen, I've been lucky to have a litany of wonderful teachers in my past. This story is not about any of those highly valued educators. In 7th grade, I had a science teacher who was also one of my bullies. No one used that word back then, that word, but that's definitely how he would be described today. He had his favorite students, and then there were the rest of us. He mistrusted substitute teachers to the point that any time he was out for the day, we would get to watch the movie The Goonies instead of doing anything educational. He was married and had a baby at home and was also rumored to be having an affair with the ceramics teacher. I was a sophomore in high school, and when that rumor was confirmed and his life was turned upside down, he lost his job, had a pending divorce, etc. At that point, he drove himself off a cliff.
Jesus.
Thanks, gentlemen. And from Stephanie. Keeping the happy coming. Freak accident. Olabicholas, one of my friends growing up, had some bad luck. When he was a young child, he was riding in the lap of his dad on a riding lawnmower. He somehow slipped, went under the mower deck. He luckily only lost one of his legs.
Oh, just one.
Guys, a little later in mid-teenage years, we were in Little League Baseball together, and he was our catcher. Another player was at bat, and they both weren't paying any attention when the guy at bat did a practice swing. My buddy didn't have the mask on and took a full back swing to the mouth. Ran off screaming, and we helped pick up the pile of 8 or so teeth for his parents to take to the hospital. Even though he got the short stick over some things, he was still one of those positive and genuinely great guys I've known. Keep on rocking, guys. That from B-Dub.
I saw somebody walk in front of a pitcher warming up. Took one to the head.
On the subject of, we were saying, with a guy who was banned from the bar that Conor McGregor bought in Ireland. Idea being, Conor McGregor was in a bar maybe 2 years ago. There was a gentleman at the bar who was drinking with his friend. Now, Conor McGregor just acquired or had put out a brand new whiskey.
Correct.
So he goes up to this guy and says, hey, I want you to try my whiskey. And the guy says, no, I'm not really interested, but thank you. Conor McGregor punches him in the face.
And an old dude.
Long story short, there's a settlement out of court, blah, 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 blah. Conor McGregor just bought that bar. And the only thing he did was ban that customer from coming in the bar, which is just an unbelievable move. Either way, we were on the subject of, when you live in those areas, your pub is pretty close to your house.
Generally, yeah.
So the hypothetical is,
yeah.
You're like, do you go bar hopping? I mean, like, is there, or do you just go to a regular pub, or is there another pub close by? Whatever. Says Olabicholas, to answer your question, yes, 100% yes, we do bar hop in England. Most people have their local, but you've got to remember that the UK is a country where binge drinking is built into the culture. A mate of mine and I spent 8 hours in the beer garden of one particular pub we frequented just last Saturday. Due to COVID restrictions, at least in England right now, only pubs with outdoor hospitality can open. And given that we had warm weather and crystal blue skies that day, chance of finding another place that wasn't already rammed was unlikely. So we spent all day in the same place. In normal times, it's highly unlikely we would have spent 8 hours in the same place in such perfect weather. Cheers, bitches. That's from Sean in England.
Sounds like the day sesh turned into a night sesh.
And the subject, hairless cats. One more email. Guys, I meant to write in last week when you talked about it, but there is a problem with hairless cats that the dude you know does not appreciate. Thanks to their lack of hair, they can get very oily and will leave marks on hard surfaces and sometimes fabric. Obviously, that can be avoided with regular bathing, but it sounds gross. Also, you guys were briefly joking about the concept of a 6'8" toddler.
Yes.
Some years ago, the big dummy poll was, Would you rather fight an MMA fighter the size of Peter Dinklage or a toddler the size of Andre the Giant? People were so enthusiastic about their desire to punch the baby giant. One of the best polls ever.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef is in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, when you work in as many kitchens as I have, you're used to industrial-sized dishwashers, which I'm telling you, Miles, one day you have no reason for it. You should just buy one, install it in your house just for fun.
What is the time on those? Are those like 10 minutes, 15 minutes? How fast do those go?
Like 45 to 90 seconds.
You're kidding me.
Dude, it is awesome.
No wonder they're so expensive.
Like you know, you fill up the rack, you slide it in there, pull down the handle. I mean,
it's like a power washer inside of a box.
It is, but think about how much you put that in your house, the amount of water, how hot that thing get. Like your bill would go through the frickin' roof. But
I'm sure. I don't even know if you could actually put one in a home.
They'd probably tell you, like, we can do it, but why do you want to do it, man? It's not worth the money. But those things, they are amazing. They're awesome.
Let me ask you this.
All right.
As somebody that's used one, would you still pre-wash it? Like, when I worked at a bar, it's like, we never would pre-wash it.
Doesn't sound like you have to.
No. I mean, I don't know what happens inside when you close the door, but like the water comes out and just ninja kicks the F out of the food.
Well, and remember,
get off this plate.
And look, I do the same thing, right? We all grew up with it. But it is kind of a misconception that you have to wash the dishes before you put them in.
I know. It's just we had cheaper, worse crap back then, but it got beaten into my head so much by my father. I mean, just every time. Like, rinse the dishes.
Dude, you should ask a friend of yours. I bet he'd let you slide in the back and run the dishwasher.
Okay.
Dude,
that'd be pretty exciting.
I'm telling you, it's stupid, but you'd be happy.
Like, I worked at one bar in Georgetown, and it was 3 floors. It was an old row house, right?
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, so when you worked the door, part of it was you had to take shifts walking around collecting all the glasses, or the bartenders would just scream at you.
Right.
But, like, it wasn't a big deal because it was so easy.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to it. You put the glasses in, and it's already... It's made to hold glasses. You put the glasses in, you put the whole I mean, literally, you stand there for 90 seconds. It's done, man.
Damn. That's not my world.
No. I'm with you.
Not like that at home.
But I will say, when you run your own dishwasher at home, there is something comforting about it. I don't know.
Clean stuff.
Yeah, but like doing laundry's one thing. I don't know. To me, my dishwasher, it's always like a Saturday afternoon. And it's just like, all right.
You a once a week guy?
Yeah.
I'm a once a week guy.
Let's get to drinking now. Because it's like you very accomplished something. Not really. You put dishes in a dishwasher and added a tablet.
I'm going to let you watch my kids for a week and just see how many times you have to run the dishwasher. It is staggering to me.
Oh, you're not a one cup rule, man?
Bro, I can throw out a lot of rules, whether or not my kids choose to follow these.
Okay.
Because by the time I get home, like clearly you've used more than one cup because the entire top rack of the dishwasher are glasses, even though I emptied it this morning.
Get them cups with their names on them.
There's a few cups that they like, but in a pinch, man, they're tall enough to just grab stuff now, which is good. But that's
I'm
all
not
they
a
do.
parent. I'm just spitballing here. What if you demote them back to a sippy cup if they don't keep the cup?
Listen, I will tell you this. I've never been more happy to get rid of anything in my home than the sippy cups.
All right.
I'm serious. I can't even put it into words.
So we're talking about dishwashers, and these are 7 things you shouldn't be putting in your dishwasher. Chime in if you've made these mistakes. I sure have.
Okay.
Sharp knives.
Really? Yeah.
The detergent dulls them over time, and heat can loosen the handle, so always hand wash them.
Oh, I do that.
I generally hand wash them, but like in a pinch,
Problem with my knives is, again, back to the fact that I only do that thing once a week. I need those knives during the week.
Right.
So I wash anything that I know I'm going to use multiple times.
Well, in general, and I'm with you. Like, honestly, it's almost lazy to run the dish. I don't have to. I can just hand wash everything. But it's like I said, Saturday, throw them in there. I definitely put knives in there all the time. Certain plastic items. Look for dishwasher safe on the label or check with the manufacturer. Just don't assume because anything's made of plastic, it's safe in your dishwasher.
You learn that quick.
Some can melt in there or leach chemicals. Lurch.
Yeah, leach.
Yeah. This one's going to hurt all the Moscow Mule drinkers out there. Anything?
Copper, huh?
Copper. Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, good call. Copper pots, anything made of copper, silver, or gold will tarnish in the dishwasher.
I can't use my gold silverware tonight.
Come on, man.
I know.
I thought we were having a fancy dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
We like to cut our McDonald's hamburgers with this gold
How
knives.
heavy would that be?
The gold, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I have silver knives.
Do you really?
No.
Oh, okay.
But in case I run into like a vampire or something, right? Silver? Werewolf.
Garlic.
That's a werewolf.
Yeah,
But
if
it
I
has
see
to
a
be
werewolf, I'll
bullet.
stab him through his werewolf heart. I don't know why I hate them, but I just do. Aluminum cookware. Remember, this is a list of things you shouldn't be putting in your dishwasher. Aluminum cookware. Even one dishwasher cycle can oxidize the metal and make them go from shiny to dull. Also, stainless steel pans are usually okay, but it depends on your brand.
All right.
Okay.
I normally don't put pans and pots in there. I do that.
I'm a hand washer of that stuff.
Well, here's the other thing, too. If you have aluminum cookware, like, aren't those usually kind of almost like disposable, guys?
Well, they're saying aluminum, not the foil-ish one. I know what you're talking about.
Well, there's like
Yeah,
there's
you're
ones
Like
that
the
are a
kinds you
little
buy,
thicker.
like for dips and stuff like that to just take to somebody's house.
I was going to say, I have a couple just for like holidays.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes you'll cook a turkey in there because you don't have a thing big enough. So they have the big ones with the handles on.
Right, but not the foil. He was saying, like, that's kind of the foil ones. But you ever seen the cookie sheets that are like, they're not foil, but I mean, I think they are aluminum. But they're almost as firm as like the regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what you're talking about.
All right. This one you should know this. Cast iron skillets.
Sure.
Ruins the seasoning, which is why you have the cast iron. Can also make them rust. So it's just better to clean them right away with hot water.
Mm-hmm.
Just hot water, correct?
That is what I do.
Yeah.
Very much so. I don't know why that is. That's just what I've always heard. So that's what I go. I have one iron skillet and one copper pot. They never go in the dishwasher.
I don't know that I have anything copper.
I don't even know where I got this thing from. I think maybe like my mom gave it to me or something because we have one. And it doesn't match anything else. It's fine. I mean, but.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah. Anything made of wood. Wood can warp or crack from the heat, especially cutting boards. So when they need a deep clean, scrub them with baking soda instead.
I have to get rid of all my wooden glasses now.
Yeah, like, look, I've put wood in my dishwasher before, but it's just because I had a pack of cutting boards that are like the tiny little guys.
Right. Yeah.
You know, enough for like charcuterie for one.
I don't generally do cutting boards, but I do realize I put the wood spoons in there. Like big mixing spoons and all that kind of crap.
I don't use wooden spoons anymore because I'm afraid I'll get splinters in my food.
Oh, I'm used to chewing toothpicks, so I'm good. And I'm a beaver.
That's a good call. Now that I think about it, other than those little tiny wooden cutting boards, I don't know that I have a wooden spoon. I grew up with them.
I have plastic spoons, and some of them look like the entire tip has gone up to about a half inch or inch, and they're flat at the bottom now. You might wonder, what happened to all that plastic and rubber? The answer is, I ate it, apparently.
Right, just breaks off as you're cooking.
Yes, exactly. Staring, like just working it into the sauce.
If I make anything in the crock pot with spaghetti sauce or marinara,
Yeah.
like that, it's like by the time, because you got to stir it a bunch, and then by the time it's done, it's like it's got like that little thick layer of like hard sauce.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, well, I've
pretty
been known
tasty.
to take a taste myself.
Yes, it is.
All right, so these are things you should not be putting in your dishwasher. Non-stick cookware. Dishwashing soap is more abrasive than you think, and can scratch things up. Non-stick cookware doesn't hold up very well in a dishwasher. That one shouldn't be shocking news.
No, you can pretty well take a couple of paper towels and just wipe those out.
It's the beauty of them.
Clean up, yeah.
Yeah, or just hit them with some water or this and that. One thing I will tell people, and I know this through trial and error over the years, like especially if you're using a frying pan or whatever, like you don't want to put water on it right away.
No.
But as soon as that thing is cooled off, let's get a little water. Like you know what I mean?
The
'Cause
sooner,
if
the better. The longer you wait, the worse it's
right.
gonna
It's
be.
just going to cake in there.
I learned that from this syrup for my pancakes. I'll watch that later.
No.
No, you know when you need to watch something right away. You know.
Oh yeah, my favorite is like, you know, it's Friday night, you got home, you made some wings or whatever, and the next day that ranch just has that little crust over it.
yeah.
It's like, oh god.
Thank you, head chef. Shot of the day is coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
I'm Glennon Doyle, author of Untamed and host of the podcast We Can Do Hard Things. Each week, we talk openly and honestly about the hard things in life together with you. So join us and some of our dearest friends and greatest heroes to talk about anxiety, boundaries, parenting, infidelity, our bodies, loving and losing, all of the things that make us human. Listen to and follow We Can Do Hard Things on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW. Yeah! You're in the men's room.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check out Mike Hahn and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a woman in Illinois is facing 3 years in prison for revenge porn for posting the nude photos her fiance's mistress sent him.
Oh.
Oops. Is that revenge porn for her, though? I thought revenge porn was, you broke my heart, so now I'm going to plant a camera in the bedroom as I give you one last hurrah, and then I post it.
No. Typically, it is. But in this case, I mean, I think this still qualifies as revenge porn.
Yeah, all right. That's fair. That's fair.
Especially posting porn of somebody who does not have any intent. Right. And she did it for a revenge reason.
Fair enough. There's a video of a street in Australia that is so full of cockatoos that people are comparing it with the Birds, that Alfred Hitchcock movie. Did you guys see the photo of this thing?
I didn't. But there's some weird S going on with this. Is the third. Boy, there's a lot of birds here, and it's kind of eerie.
One was in England, right?
One is in England. There's another home in, like, California, where they can't explain it.
There was, like, a Walmart parking lot, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
That had, like, a bunch of crows or something.
It was crows or something, yeah.
Yeah. Now there's cockatoos, which I didn't... Where do you find cockatoos?
Yeah, to me, that is a
Australia.
pet store.
Apparently Australia, yeah. And it is weird. There's just it's exactly what you've seen in all those other ones. It's just a sea of white. Little white birds that everybody should have in their home for whatever reason. I've never known a wild cockatoo.
I've never heard of this in my life.
No. Well, the one in the flock in England actually went in through the chimney and got on the inside of the house.
Yeah, these people come home,
so
dude,
it's not like the birds are covering a house. The birds are on the inside of the home.
The quote was, "We lost count at 800."
Something's happening, man.
20 weird, man.
2020 screwing with the world mechanics and magnetism or something. I don't know, man. A man was caught trying to smuggle 35 finches into the country by hiding them inside of hair curlers.
More goddamn birds.
Right?
Hair curlers.
And why finches? What's the big market on finches?
There's not.
Right? I feel like I can go into any pet store and find them for like $35.
Oh, I thought it was a menu item.
Tiny. These were smuggled in on the ankles of a man inside of hair curlers.
Like, smuggle something exotic, man.
Right.
If you're going to get busted for the crime like finches,
right,
I would arrest him because it's finches.
Like, if I hear about a guy who's got 35 macaws stuffed into paper towel rolls inside of a bag, like, I get it. The macaw's a bird that's going to draw some money. Finches?
I like that. Fire stuffed inside a paper towel roll. I get it, man.
I tried to get a little bit practical with it. I just don't know how. An interesting headline. Never mind. Screw that one. I'm not going to talk about that one. A woman was arrested for stalking a police officer.
So it's not interesting.
It's interesting, just not interesting enough for me to work on it, so somebody took it off my desk.
Oh.
A woman was arrested for stalking a police officer that arrested her last year for stalking.
Wait, say that again.
So a woman was arrested for stalking a police officer who arrested her last year for stalking.
Do you think the cop thinks she's an idiot, or is he really freaked out? Like, Jesus Christ, the woman who's stalking me is the woman I arrested for stalking.
It really depends on that encounter when he arrested her. You know, what are you stalking him for? Is there a romantic interest? Are you trying to kill me? Are you level-headed other than the fact that you're just following somebody around like a weirdo?
No, you're stalking law enforcement.
Right.
The people that would arrest you for that crime.
But now you're stalking them.
Yes.
Right.
So
I have no idea what to think about this. It makes me uncomfortable, is all I can tell you.
That doesn't seem that odd, though.
What do you mean?
What's that?
Well, she's already a stalker.
Right, but typically when you get arrested for stalking, it's not that you're a stalker in general. It's that whatever snapped in your brain, you're stalking this specific person.
Sure.
It's like the revenge porn thing, right? So it's like there's a specific reason why this is happening. But most people I know who have ever said they had a stalker, right? It's in the past, but it's not like, and now they're stalking someone else. I mean, I don't know.
You're right, but also I'm just like, I don't know, it's a stalker. So now they just picked a new victim.
So I guess she's like a serial stalker.
That's not bad.
Or are other people just one-time stalkers?
Maybe that's it. Maybe she's the standard stalker and all the rest of the people, in her opinion, are amateurs.
Right, because you're right. Usually it's a breakup and somebody won't let leave the other person alone.
Right. Or it's a celebrity and then they have a fan as a stalker that's just weird. But I'm kind of with Thrill on this one. It's kind of weird that she would just shift gears.
Right.
To the guy that arrested her for stalking. I
arrested you for stalking, and now you're stalking me.
To sever the tie of Stalky A and move it over to now Stalky B.
Stalky, yeah.
Who is the one that arrested you? I'm interested to find out the psychology of that.
She scares me.
She's nuts.
She is.
That's all. The psychology is she's not mentally
stable. You know
stable.
what I'm saying? Stalk E. She's the stalker.
She's the stalk E.
No. I'm just picturing Stalky now, the mascot for the board of celery.
Stalky.
Board of celery.
You know it's out there.
You know it is. This meeting of the Board of Celery comes to order. Stalky, please sit down.
Outside of wings, how do we get people eating more of us?
Oh, no. More ranch. We have Hidden Valley coming in next week. Microsoft Word has changed default font for the first time in 15 years.
Yay! To what?
We don't know, Ted. You can submit your answers, your ideas.
All right.
And that's why I'm not working on it, because who cares?
I'm sure someone does, just no one in this studio.
Yeah.
By the way, there is the California Celery Research Advisory Board.
Yeah, you'd be shocked. Almost every fruit and vegetable has their own board. That's trying to get we need people to eat us.
I'm going to do pomegranate.
It needs more water.
Tuna salad, chicken salad, get us involved.
Welcome to the Pomegranate Council. Jesus.
Told you, dude. Look, Miles will attest. If you've ever watched college football in the bowl games, every fruit has a damn board.
They do. Alrighty. A man in Maine was arrested for stealing a Jeep and repeatedly ramming it into his own truck.
I don't get this one.
Do you think maybe he's trying to set up his neighbor for an insurance thing?
Total his own car so he can get a new one?
So I wrecked my car. The evidence would be, the paint chips, whatever else on my neighbor. That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah, but she watched him steal her car and yelled at him and everything else, went outside, and he still just kept driving it around, pulling into the driveway. Oh, yeah, she saw the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, she's watching it happen.
Maybe he was just mad at his car for some reason.
Yeah.
Decided, hey, man, I got to steal your car to mess up my car.
Or much like the stalker, he's crazy. A new study found that people who like kinky sex tend to also like drugs.
You don't say.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, man, you want to go do some stuff and then go do some stuff?
Yeah, baby.
A jealous boyfriend thought a singing FedEx driver was flirting with his girlfriend and came after him with a hunting bow.
That's something.
That is something indeed.
You might have some jealousy issues, homie.
A little bit.
You singing to my girl. I'm a FedEx driver in my FedEx uniform next to my FedEx truck.
And unless you actively have that bow in your hand, how do you track down this FedEx driver that was singing to your girlfriend with the bow that you then acquired?
I think he was at home. So she came out to get the package. They were talking. He got pissed. Went back inside and got it. Came out.
Or maybe he got a bow delivered.
That's right.
And was like, oh, give me a second.
Let's do it. The baby naming website Nameberry just released a list of names that parents in the U.S. are searching for the most. And lucky for you guys, I have the top 5 for boys and the top 5 for girls.
Is this Nameberry as in B-E-R-R-Y?
Correct.
That's a cereal I would not eat.
Nameberry.
Nameberries.
Who's the mascot for Nameberries?
For Nameberry cereal.
I feel like it's a dictionary, like a book.
All right, Webster's Nameberries.
Webster, there you go. Webster's Nameberries.
What is a popular movie that's come out in the last 2 years?
Exactly.
Because I feel like
pretty much
when it comes to that, because when Twilight came out, it was obvious because everyone named their freaking kid Bella, right?
Yep. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not positive, but I'm going to go with it just because I like it. For the girls, I'll start with the girls. One of the names on there seems to be inspired by our show, The Boys.
Charlotte? Rose.
What
was the name of the girlfriend?
It's been a minute.
Oh, God, I hope you would name her after her.
Starlight. Okay, so here are the 5 girl names that the most people are searching for here in the U.S. Number 5 is Ariella. Ariella.
Okay.
It starts A-U.
Like Ariel?
No, it's like a combination of...
Ara and Bella?
It's Aurelia.
I feel like a cowboy's talking to you, asking you if you're scared. Ariella.
Number 4, Isla.
Isla.
I looked at that one and how to pronounce it during the break.
She's a pretty funny comedian, right? An actress.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah, she is. It's the only Isla I know.
Married to Sasha
Baron Cohen?
Oh, okay.
That's right. Because she's nuts. Top 5 girl names that most people in the U.S. are searching. Number 3, Aurora.
Aurora?
I feel like that one's been around for a while. That was...
it seems to go in... It comes in waves.
Yeah.
You know, like every 10 years, there's a big Aurora Fest.
It never really goes away. It's just kind of that name that sits there on a kind of a level plane.
It's not too far away from Aria.
Right.
Aria. That's correct.
Ariella.
Number 2, you ready for this one? Maeve. Maeve.
The Boys.
Queen Maeve.
All right.
And look, she's a cool character. Hot chick. Horrible name.
Maeve, yeah.
Maeve. You're already 87 years old.
Maeve. Maeve. That's correct.
I wouldn't do that to my kid.
That's like one step away from Mauve or Maud.
Right.
Or Mauve.
I would name her Mavid.
Navel.
Any guesses on the number 1 girl name? Searching.
Is there any connection to popular culture? As far as you can tell?
Not really. The last time I heard this name was when Harry Potter was big, and other than that, I don't know anybody else that has gone with this name. Hermione. I have a friend who had a kid by the name of
Emma.
Emma, not bad. Here is the number 1 girl name that people are searching for here in the United States. Number 1, Luna.
Luna. Okay. All right.
It's not a bad name. Again, it's another name that people don't quite think of. It's another name that kind of comes in waves.
Sounds kind of like a celestial.
Well, it's the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, between that and Aurora and everything else.
God damn, yeah.
And I guess is on the top 5 boys' names.
No way in hell. Those are the top 5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Number 5 is going to be Finn.
Finn. All right.
Finn Balor. Number 4 is Theodore.
Finn's not going to be a boxer, I don't think, though.
Finn's not going to be a boxer?
Not in America.
He should be a
Maybe
swimmer.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
But not in America.
Finn's
going to be an author.
He's going to be a wrestler.
As I say, Finn Balor's a famous WWE wrestler.
Is he from the United States?
No.
Okay.
He's from Ireland.
There's also a Finn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're from Ireland, your name's Finn, I know you can kick my ass.
Then there's a Finn in Star Wars.
You're an author.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
But he's from England.
Right.
Number 4, Theodore.
Really?
All right.
I'm just trying to know if they made a comeback.
That's another name that it feels like you're already 70 when you name your kid Theodore.
If you name him Theodore, sure.
Right.
Theodore is one of the chipmunks, right?
Yes.
The worst chipmunk.
Theodore, yes.
You bitch. Well, my name's Ted. People are always like, hey, Theodore. Like, not my name.
Not the name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but...
Someone comments here, Aurora is a stripper name. You're right.
Yes, it is.
Take my money.
And the other thing with Theodore is I feel like...
She's just born, Ted.
Like Ted mentioned, is that Theodore can actually break down into a handful of different names.
Ted.
So
Ted, yeah.
Maybe it's setting the kid up with whatever name that they would want, perhaps.
Then name them that.
Top 5 names
We'll name our kid Larry so we can call him Frank.
Top 5 boy names people are researching here in the U.S. Number 3, Arlo.
Arlo?
Arlo.
I mean, look, I love Arlo, but that's only because of Arlo White.
Yeah, because Arlo White is awesome.
And that is the only time I have ever heard that name is Arlo White.
It's not a bad name, though.
No, it's not.
It's very English. Very, very. Somebody here says these sound like dog names. Someone else says Miles. It's high AF. My dog's name is Luna.
I know a handful of dog Lunas.
You're right, dude. I'm stoned.
And someone else says Luna's popular because she's a character in Harry Potter.
Right.
You win nothing.
Luna Lovegood. Number 2, interestingly enough, Atticus.
Wow.
Atticus.
I only think
Like Atticus Finch?
Right?
Name another Atticus.
Exactly.
There's a corgi in my neighborhood named Atticus.
Okay, so there's a
corgis
dog.
are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dogs.
Atticus.
We named him after a dog.
And this is the number 1 boy name that most people are searching for here in the U.S. Are you ready for this? Silas.
All right.
Silas.
That's a strong name. I like that name.
It's a strong name. The only Silas I'm familiar with, a fictional character from the Dan Brown book. They made the movie.
Da Vinci Code.
Thank you. But like the main bad guy's name is Silas, and he's a terrifying, horrifying human being. So yeah,
Ian
strong
McKellen?
name. No, it was a younger guy. You would know this guy if you saw him. I
Benny.
can't. Is it? Yeah, Vision. The guy who plays Vision.
Yeah,
He played
yeah.
Silas.
Yeah, that's right. He was terrifying. All right, a woman posted a video to TikTok of an encounter with a pizza delivery guy, and you will never guess what she did.
What did she do?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Think about Cock Headlines are coming up 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This Who Doesn't Suck at 206-421-ROCK. All right, we made it to drinking time.